Peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon you. Programmers, welcome to the XMATCH channel with Sama Ibrahim. Today, God willing, we will learn about the lookup family or the lookup family. And not only that, we will also learn about the members of this family, whether in VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, or XLOOKUP. We will also learn about index, match, and XMATCH. Unfortunately, many people get confused between these things, and when they come to use them, they find it difficult or confusing, or cannot clearly differentiate between them. Today, we will explain it in a simple and easy way so that we all leave this video understanding it. The matter is that we deal with it in a simple and easy way, and after I explain it, we will work together on a practical project as we are used to ensure that we understand and can use it simply, easily, and clearly. I want you to prepare a cup of tea or whatever drink you like and sit in a quiet place because today's video is a very strong one and it's one of the required things in any job, and you must know it, differentiate between them, and understand it very well. But before we start, don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, to subscribe, and don't forget to like and comment if you want the content to reach a wider audience. If you have anyone interested in studying programming, data analysis, or Excel in a simple and easy way, share the channel link with them, and I don't want to take much longer. Let's begin in the name of God and send blessings upon the messenger of God, peace be upon him, and start together. Alright Sama, you told me that in today's video we will learn together about the family which has several members that we will take with us today, right? Who are the family members? Will we take them with us today? Are we going to take VLOOKUP? Okay, welcome. We will start by doing what together? The first thing we need to know is VLOOKUP. So, what is the characteristic of VLOOKUP, folks? Okay, listen, what does the V in VLOOKUP mean? Where does it come from? What does it stand for? It means it moves vertically, the first column, the second here, it searches within the column. Okay, nice Sama. And it starts searching for the value I want and returns it to me. What does that mean? Allow us to understand, let's think about it together. In general, I come here to this column, this is the table where I will search. Okay, nice Sama. I came here to this column, I asked, please, I want to know the salary of the employee whose ID is 105. It went here to this column, started going down, found 105, and told me here it is, coming to us, you have it highlighted here. What does that mean? Meaning, you could say it tells you, I have the data for the ID 105, then I start telling it I want the salary, it brings it to me here and sends me the 7,000, so VLOOKUP is searching for me. What is it searching for? It's searching for a value, but in what way? In a vertical manner, it passes through the column and then reaches the value. It starts highlighting all its parts and asks you what you want from it. Honestly, I need to know the salary, so it comes here. I need to know the start date when he started. It comes here. Okay, when did he leave? Okay, what is his status? Okay, what about his? And so on. Okay, nice Sama. And for me, this is the table I will specify. So what will it be for me? The first column, will it go? It will go to search for it, the first column, which is the ID. Okay, if I came and specified this for it, but the table would have its first column, which is what? Which is the, and since I write in English, where does my writing start from? From left to right, so for me, this is the first column and this is the last column. Isn't this the first and that the last? When would this one be the first, meaning the main one, and the ID be the last? If I'm writing in Arabic, okay, how? If I come here to page layout and press here, sheet right to left, then at that time. Yes, indeed, then this becomes the first and that the last. So be careful if you're in a company dealing in Arabic, meaning you write from right to left. Then it's normal. You'll have your sheet like this, and you'll start writing like this, depending on your writing. You write the same ID, the name, net or the department, and so on. Okay, if it's the opposite, for example, if I write in English or my company requires its data in English, then I'll be going in this direction. Nice, Sama. Alright, Sama, we consider we've understood. Did you understand? Really? Honestly, no, we don't want to embarrass you. Well, go ahead and embarrass me. It's fine. Okay, let's start writing here together and understand it together again. Look, guys, when we write any function, what were we doing? Equals sign. Of course, Sama, after writing it, we'll write the name of our function, which is what? Which is VLOOKUP. Okay, VLOOKUP, yes, it appeared for me. Welcome. Then she says, hello, Miss Sama. If you please, I need some parameters to get started. I told her, of course, what parameters do you need? She told me the first thing needed is the lookup. So today, what will you search for? I will start telling her I need to know the salary inside this table for ID 103 I have. Okay, you tell me, what do you want? I'll tell her, you're going to look up employee 100, right? With 3? She told me, okay, we will go here and we will write, for example, the value 105. Okay, you will ask me where? What? So which table? What did she enter for you in the parameter? The table array. I will do this for her and tell her here. Nice. Then you tell me the column index. The group wants a column because, what will you start with like that? Okay? Can you tell me the column index number? Which column number do you want? I'll get back to you with its value. Okay, I'll go through the first column, the second column, the third column, the fourth column, and I want you to get back to me with the value you find in the fourth column. So he wrote 4 for her. Then she tells me the range. Listen everyone, if you have a row value, it gives you the approximate match. What does that mean? It means approximately this value. But if you want an exact match or the actual value that you're sure of, you choose false. I obviously choose false, and in companies, they choose false. There's nothing like bringing an approximate in a company. It's serious work. Let's press enter. It gave me 7,000. Okay, let's open the function now in front of us, whether we look here or below as you prefer. Now, let's see what she did. What is this VLOOKUP function? So how does it move? The column? Nice. Then she comes here and writes 105 and goes there. And she circles 105, searches for 105, and once it finds the value, it highlights it here and starts asking you what you want. You told her you want the fourth column. After we specified here, you'll go through the first column, second, third, and fourth, and it returns the 7,000. So this is how VLOOKUP is used. Yasmin, it's very easy, but why do you say that some people get errors and problems? Be patient, I'll explain everything to them. Look, everyone, if you come here. And I went ahead and did exactly what I'm going to do, equal. And I did a VLOOKUP, nice. And I started to see programs like the one that needs the lookup value. You leave the arrow. All this is fine, it's just lookup. So today I'm going to tell her, please look up the IT department. Nice. So I came here and typed in IT for her right here. Very nice, Sama. She asked me where will I find it in the table. I'll tell her, ma'am, your table is very nice. She asked me which column. Let's count 123. I told her the third. Nice. She asked me the range. I told her no. I want it to be exactly what? I want the value to come back to me exactly as it is. Okay, pause the video, think with me, and tell me what the value will be. Paused. Let's go back and see what it gives me. MI, everyone, what does available mean? It means there's no available value. Okay, nice. Let's start thinking together, everyone. First, why did this happen here? He told me it has no value. I'll explain it simply. Look, everyone, if we come here to look, what did I write here? Here you wrote it, Sama. Go look for the IT in this table, this one, it's nice, and start to light it up and return it to me with the IT value. Okay, so he came here and told me it's not available. Why, everyone? Not available. Didn't we just say it together? When we look at the other data, it's just because. Okay, we agreed together, and when we come here to look at it, it starts looking in the first column you've specified in the table. What does that mean, Sama? It means he went to you and went here to the table and started looking for the IT here in the first one. Where is that, which is the ID? Is the ID the first column? Is it here with us? The IT. No, Samar, it's not there. That's why it showed up like that. I can't find it honestly. You might not believe me. But it's simple. If you come here and write equals, then VLOOKUP. Nice, Sama. And we did the same as we did above. Let's, for example, choose here. Let's choose for example. And then I'll start coming here and tell him where we'll start from here. Okay, nice, Sama. And then I'll tell him, return me the example, okay? Let's count it as 1. What is that for? For the new table, we specified it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be 5, and I'll start telling him to return the exact value to me, and I'll press, what do you think it will return? Did it give me New York here? So what's the difference between here and here? Everyone. Here, when I gave it to him, I gave him the whole table, so he started going to the first column. Let's focus. This is a problem people face when they... What is the problem? They actually wrote the formula correctly, just like I wrote it, but they don't understand. He went to look at this value first. Colon! He looked here at the D column I have. Is there anything called that in the D? No, Sama, but when I went down and specified the table for him, and made the column from the beginning, he was able to get it. These are problems people face, and they don't understand why. This problem arose because they don't understand the technique or how to handle it. So everyone, we need to make sure you know you're either standing or searching in the first column of the table you've specified. This is an important point that I wanted to emphasize in the video. Okay, so regarding the family's supposition in VLOOKUP, her sister, as you all said exactly, her sister means what her sister means. It's the same idea, but in reverse. What does that mean? On the contrary, let's try to understand together. When I came to talk to you about VLOOKUP, what did I say? I told you that V means vertical, meaning we go vertically like this. The column starts to search for it, or is searched for like this. As for HLOOKUP, unlike VLOOKUP, here in vertical, it stands for example at 105 and starts to determine the whole row to get a value from it. But HLOOKUP is the opposite, everyone. Her sister is exactly the opposite. Meaning what? Meaning, she's searching in the first row. What does that mean? For example, we have the body. She will search for you in the row. Inside the row, she'll do it on the column and tell you to choose a value from it. No, we don't understand. Let's take a practical example to understand better. Remember the special paste we took in the video for the clock. It's very important for you to watch it. We'll use it today for a specific point. Let's go through it. Here I'll do and take a copy or Control C from you. Beautiful, beautiful here in an empty spot like this. And I'll press here, right click, and I'll go to Paste Special, and I'll start to choose. This is. Then we come here, of course I'll tell him paste, say yes, it will come here in the operations. I don't want anything from it. I'll come down here, what's it called? Transpose. What? Transpose, everyone. Transpose is the inverse, make the column a row and the row a column. And this is what I need right now to understand better. Let's press OK. Very nice, because what did it do for me here, everyone? It inverted it for me. What does that mean? Meaning if we look up, we'll find it turned this row. Now I have a column here and turned the column. Now I have a row here, and that's exactly what we need. Okay, nice Samer, but let me stop this. Let's go down here. I've done this. Everything is very good. We saw we greet. Let's change something. Okay, very nice. Let's understand more here. The part one was talking to you about. What is it, Sama? The part you were talking to us about? The part about it being inverse? Okay, come, let's look together. We said together that the VLOOKUP works vertically. We said the HLOOKUP is named H for what? Meaning horizontal, so it works as a row. Okay, it starts coming here, everyone. For example, I want to search for the 105, which is the ID 105. Very nice, so he'll start coming here. How does he proceed? By row? He will start searching here in the first row. Where? Where is 105? He found it here. He found it nice. He comes and stands here and asks you which one you want from here. You notice. Everyone, for those who understood VLOOKUP, sorry, you surely understand now what I mean in HLOOKUP. And if you understand vertical, let's understand H. It will make you understand vertical because both are the same idea but inverted. Let me repeat again because this is important and can be confusing. Many people here, everyone, we said how do we proceed? In VLOOKUP, we said Sama, we go by the column, meaning I just want 105 to come here in the first column. Search for the value 105, it highlighted the row for me and told me I want to select a value. Okay, Sama, we came here in HLOOKUP. In HLOOKUP, everyone, it comes and holds the row, holds the first row like this that we've determined, and searches for 105, it found it, it highlights this column for you, and asks you which value you want from it. We don't understand, Sama, and your explanation isn't good. Honestly, we don't understand you today. Okay, let's say in God's name and understand more together, I'll say equal HLOOKUP. Okay, Samer. And it starts telling me what here? What value do you want to look at? What is the value you want to look at? I want to look at the employee whose ID is 105. Okay, write it down for us. Okay, sir, 105, very nice. Then it tells me your table. I'll start to specify it for him, so I'll come here and tell him here. Okay, we specified it, then it comes here and tells me the row index. What do you want from the employee or the ID 105? I want the salary, which is number what? As long as we're counting the rows, we were in agreement. What's the row index, not the column index? 1 according to the table you specified, meaning this blue one is the table we count from 1234. Where is the salary we want? In number 4, I'll start telling him here number 4, and it will come at the end and ask me if I want it to be approximate or not. Exactly. I'll tell him no exactly and press enter. I found it brought me the 7,000. Look, the salary for 105 is indeed 7,000. So this is the use of HLOOKUP. It works really well. Okay, one moment. Is the problem we faced in VLOOKUP? Is it the same as what we face in HLOOKUP? What problem? I mean, if I came here to search for example, for the name of this professor and the name of the HR, let's see really, let's go H. Look, the rule I always told myself is to try things out. The best thing is to understand, okay, HLOOKUP, that's why I find errors I've seen with people, whether they're taking courses with me or generally, even during my study. I myself found that I couldn't convey the information to them unless they made a mistake, or unless I explained it, the mistake. Okay, very nice. If I came here in HLOOKUP, what do you want to search for, Sama? I want to search for HR. Okay, where is the HR located for you? In the table. Where would it be available? In this table. Okay. What do you want me to find for you from HR? Bring me anything, for example, his salary. Bring me whatever you want, like the salary as we're used to. So I'll come here and tell him the salary was at 123. The tag. And then try to proceed. No, I want it to be exact. So let's try it. Press enter. Same idea. Why is it not available? Not available? I just explained it above with the VLOOKUP. I'll wait for you to explain it to yourselves or clarify it to me. You pause the video. That's the idea. I'll tell you why. Look everyone, it's exactly the same idea here. It's searching in the first row. Good, good. I said that. The table went here to the first row and started looking for HR. Is there HR here? It didn't find HR. It's not clear even without looking at the third one we have. No, we actually have a mistake from the beginning. Okay, let's come here and write it. Right? The XLOOKUP is nice, Sama, and I'll start telling him to look for the same HR idea. So I'll start here and tell him something like what? Then, I'll choose the table for him. Where will I start choosing from? From here, so it searches the first row, then it will ask me what do I want. The salary, which is 12, and its order is the second. Then I'll tell him I want the exact value. Enter 55,000, until I come to search here for a salary of 55,000. So now everyone, we know the difference between VLOOKUP and lookup. I hope you understood it in a simple and easy way. And if you face any issues, send them to me in the comments, and I check the comments every night. If there's any question, I'll answer it, God willing. Okay? The next thing Sama mentioned is the third member of the lookup family. It's their sister, XLOOKUP, and this new function is powerful, and it makes things easier and nicer for us, Sama. Because who do you want to search for? Go ahead, you want to search to the left. No problem above, it's fine. Below it won't say no, like something that is flexible, something flexible. That's why they included it in the new versions, and that's why I became. You should download the version Living 21 to see it, and check out the new things, as you made us excited. Come on, let's learn it. Okay, let's sit here in any empty place, and let's start to get to know its syntax. The third one, which is now replacing the VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP functions, can do everything they do but much more simply. It's a simple and easy function that's available in the newer versions, so you won't find it in the old ones, and it makes things easier for us. You've really got us excited now. Let's go with XLOOKUP. I clicked on it, and it's asking me, what do you want to search for? Let's search here for ID 103, for example. Is that good? Nice. What should I start telling him here? 103? Okay, beautiful, Sama. That's what's in Dina. Everyone, it's moving with the layout, not with the table. What does it mean? I'm searching here for the water, right? Yes, let me tell him here that the water and tint will be found in this reading. Beautiful, beautiful, Sama. I'll start asking him, okay, what do you want me to return for you? Return what? What value do you want me to return? I'll tell him I want you to return to me the salary amount. Where is it located? Is it located here? So I'll specify this for him as well. Okay, there's another feature that if he doesn't find it, you can write not found here. So as the value that it couldn't find, I'll type here not found. Beautiful. After that, it gives me two things, something called match mode and search mode. Let's get to know them. Match mode, everyone, is it the exact value or not? So I tell him no, I want the exact value. Then he comes here and tells me what search mode. Search mode, everyone, do you want me to search from top or bottom? If you want it to go in the normal order from top to bottom, you say 1 or leave it as the default. If you want the opposite, like you know that the value you have, for example, is working or people are working, they know our files reach thousands of rows that are present in the rows. I know that the large salary values are left below, so I'm not going to search from the top as it will take time. No, I want the processes to be fast.
I set the process to open and choose from below. And so, if you want this image to wait or be ordered, choose below. Okay, I'll say no. We're going with our usual order. Okay, great. Let's press enter. 103. His total is indeed as it showed me, 68,000. These beautiful numbers. Okay, great. Samar, this 68,000, everyone, regarding the XLOOKUP. Did you notice what letters these are? First, I can write not found, and I don't have, instead of it showing me something unconvincing, to write here, for example, what? Instead of 103, we could have written 13, as it was originally. Not found, it really didn't find it. Here in this value, there's something called 13, so it showed not found. Instead of showing NA or not available, it comes here and tells him what? Tell him not found. At least the person using it will understand that it's not there, or will consider it in the report. regardless of what exactly you're using it for. And we also learned that we can output an approximate value or an exact value. In work, of course, we always choose it exactly. And the second thing we want from above or below, sending order out order. So the XLOOKUP, guys, as I told you, is easier. Secondly, many people liked it because it doesn't confuse them. What does its origin mean? You mean it doesn't confuse them? Let's go back to it being just 103, normal. Someone will come here and tell me what. Because when I come to use VLOOKUP, I forget how to proceed. But how do I proceed with HLOOKUP? But with XLOOKUP, what did we do? If it comes here, look at what we did. I told it I wanted to look for or his employee 103. I wrote 103. It told me it's there in 103. I told it here. And I chose for it the area it would find the value. Then it came here and asked, okay, you want to search for what? I own 103. What should I get for you? I chose the machine, and it brought me the value for salami. So some people feel it's easier, but honestly, it's straightforward. It's complex. But it really came out easier and made things simpler for us compared to using VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Whether it's easier or faster depends on your workflow and what you're comfortable with, depending on how you want to arrange them. But this one is stronger, newer, and possibly faster. Okay, great, Samar. So we've now learned about the three important ones: VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and HLOOKUP. We said briefly, VLOOKUP starts by looking from the column. It found 105, and it starts highlighting the row to get a value from it. As for HLOOKUP, it works the exact opposite. It starts searching for me in the row. Like if this is my table, and it starts moving here in the row, found the value 105, and highlights like this on this column, and it fetches a value from it. Okay, but engineer, what does XLOOKUP actually do, guys? I'm easier, just telling them, guys, in work, what do we do with XLOOKUP? XLOOKUP is like we said for whom? Okay, above, okay, below, okay. We give you easier and more flexible things. It's the newest and strongest currently, and we can use it whether we want to go vertically or horizontally. It's like an evolved alternative to VLOOKUP. I hope the concept of the difference between the three reached you in a simple and easy way, so that when we get into, at the end of the video on, hopefully, and on the project we're doing together, you are the ones to solve it, not me. I want you to be prepared so we can take the second part of today's video. All right, Sama, now we want to know what's the difference between index match and XLOOKUP. Match is really nice. Let's start with the first section. What is the first section? Which is the difference between X and the regular or old match? Okay, great, everyone. What is the first one? It's the one that checks for what? The value I want. For example, I want to search. I want to know where the employee 103 lives. What's his department? Great, great. So I start by going to her and saying, I want a specific city. Okay, great. We'll start with index, which will ask me, for which person? I have many employees, and each employee is from a different place. So whose place do you want this to be? So I'll go down and call on her sister, match. What is this match? The purpose of match is that it comes and asks you, what do you want? I tell it for the employee whose ID is, for example, 105, and it tells me where his place is. I tell it his place is, for example, in what? In what? Which column? She tells me, thank you. Now go sit aside. I'll search and get it for her. Then I'll go to that specific place to get you the city name. What's this story you're telling? For something or me? Let's understand together. I'll start saying here and start typing. As soon as I start typing the first letter, the first one that appears to me is, if we look at the functions taken by index, what does it tell me? Which array should I select? Guys, what do you want? I'll start by telling it I want the city that is there. Where? Where is its village? Well, you will find in these areas, of course, it can be much larger for you. You choose them all raised like this. But I, of course, have a small one. I'll start choosing from here. Okay, good. Then it starts asking me, what is its number? No, I don't know. I have, for example, 5,000 employees. So I don't know where his IDs are. I'll search for you. Will you tell me not to search? Just sit back and call Match's sister. I'll say, okay. So I went and called her. She asked me, yes, Summer, what do you want? I told her, if you please. I wanted you to search for the employee whose ID is 103. She said, okay, in which column will I find it? I'll tell her, in what column is that? She said to me, sure, in the morning. Ours is small, so I get it like this. She said to me, sure. I said to her, thank you. She asked me if she could get me something approximate, or do I want something specific, something exact? I told her, of course, I want it exactly. So, of course, we choose, as I told you, the exact one, 0. Okay, then I'll start closing the first bracket, which is for the match. And this is the second bracket for the index. And I'll start, as we said, press enter, and it will tell me Chicago. I'm not sure. Come here, Sama. Here, take the 103. Go over here to the city column. What did you find it in? Did you get Chicago? Is my work correct? Because your work is perfect. Well done. So what happened here? What? The function or the engineer? Match. She went searching through the entire column. Of course, it's a small task in work this. Searching the whole column for 103. and she actually reached it. And as soon as she found it, she stopped, highlight, then hand it over to the index function. And you find that you found the place where Sama wants to get the city from. Then she passed it to a location, as if index is fetching the value for you. Agreed? Agreed. So that's it. What did you play in? Okay. So that's it. What part were we trying to explain? We learned together how to make the index function bring me the value with the help of its sister, the match function, which is very nice. Comma. This is for the index that brings me the value, and for match that helps to determine this value. So Sama, what about the XMATCH? And hey everyone, the X function is the same idea. It's a newly released and very powerful function with more features that make the process more flexible and fast. What does it mean? It means you might not notice it in a clear way, because when we deal with large options, we notice that dealing with the XMATCH is faster than with the old match. Plus, it raises other things. I'll start. Come here. Same idea. I'll say the same thing. Very nice. And I'll start here and tell it to find the city that's here. Thank you. It will start telling me. And here we come, God willing, with the XMATCH. XMATCH is very nice. What do you want to look at? I'll tell it honestly. I want the employee whose ID is 103. Very good. Where is he found? What is present here is Sam. Is this a joke? It's the same thing. Just wait here. And I'll find that it's telling me, do you want an exact value? I'll say yes, okay. What was added to the search? Which mode? The search mode. Do you want to look from above or below? Is it like this or what? This, guys, the extra advantage that we don't see is that the speed of executing operations with the X is higher. Match is higher and stronger than the regular one. Okay, I'll start by saying no, I'm from above, normal, and we'll start closing. Will both of them also give me Chicago? Okay. Look, Sama, honestly, we don't quite understand the difference between match. Although we understood index, which you bring me the value you want. Okay, very nice. But we don't understand what the difference between match and X is. Match. Look, guys, there is almost no big difference between them. But the difference I'm telling you is that the XMATCH is the new function. So thank you. What should I do? The new function. It is a new function, meaning it has other features. I mean, they made the old one so that this one can come down. They definitely won't release the same thing. So what are these things? Sama, first, these are secrets. And you will notice it yourself when dealing with it in large quantities. Try it, guys. Who understands large equipment? When you were working on a file type with loops, employees. Try this and try that. Tell me how long did this take now? And see how much. There is a speed difference between them. This is a strong point. Any point and then. Okay, Sama. Sometimes, as I tell you, we have arranged things like salaries. I have salaries from the lowest salary in the company, let's say 3,000, to the highest salary in the company, 200,000, for example. If I know that I want to look for a high salary, I'll search from the bottom up. And this also speeds up the process. Okay, is that clear in simple terms? Okay, so this is the difference between
index, match.
Shall I review them quickly? We said together, everyone, what does the index function do for me? I use it to get the value I'm looking for. What value? I'm looking here for CCT of the employee whose ID is 103. Okay. So what do I use it for? To get me the value I'm looking for. But the match finds its location. The location that when I find it, I can get you the value you're searching for. Okay. So what is the XMATCH? The XMATCH is faster, stronger, more flexible. It adds. I can search in more than one way, whether from top to bottom or from bottom to top. So now we know the difference between
Lookup, XLOOKUP,
and the difference between
XMATCH XMATCH.
Start getting ready because we're going. Now we start with a practical project that we will start. Make sure we understand these terms well. I hope you stop now. Take your break time. Start taking at least a 5-minute break and come back to me again. We returned from our break and let's see what we will do. We have this data, which includes the ID, the name, the date, and the city of several employees we have, ranging from ID 101 to ID 130. All right, great. What do we need to do? The reason we want, for example, to see the salary of these employees. I am trying to search for a specific employee, so I will look for them. All right, instead of choosing a specific name every time, let's create the list. This list, Sama, this list, we explained it in detail and learned how to make it using one of these, which is, of course, the data. We explained how to do it using data validation. Anyone who wants to know exactly will find it in the video at the time available in our playlist. All right, great. Let's start here, for example, and do what? Let's type something here, for example. It implies
name مثلا.
I'll enter my employee's name. Let's, for example, do what? Shall we enlarge it a bit here? And then I will start what? Right here. Oh, his salary, that's great, Sama. I'll start here to create a drop-down list. How did we used to make it? For example, we are standing here at the home. We start here by searching for the data inside the data. Does it have something called data tools? Here I find something called data, and I choose from the options. I open here and select a list from here. After that, I come to specify the source, and I start selecting all these names that I want to put in a drop-down list. Once we choose it, I will say OK and start here. When I go up, I will find my list from which I can select any of these names without needing to look up their ID or location. All right, that's great for this year. So what will we start doing? I'll choose here, for example, any name. Let's pick the first one so it's easy for us to retrieve. Or we could choose anything else. I'll start here, come to the salary. What do we want here? We use our XLOOKUP to search for the salary. So how did we write it? I'll start by saying equals. Very good, Sama, and I'll start writing XLOOKUP. All right, Sama. Then I'll start giving it my parameters, asking me what is the first thing to search for. Which value are you going to search for? I want to search for the value present here. Very good. After that, the lookup array. Where is the array where Ahmed Hassan's value is located? I'll go and show it the array of the list with the names. It means the place with the names. Will you find Ahmed Hassan in it? All right. After that, Sama, it will start telling me, okay, the return array, help me go back. Please send me its reading. I'll say, all right. I'll go here and specify them for him. And guys, the count of these must be the same as the count of those. If we add one, you'll find that it causes a problem for us. All right, very good. After we've done it, what does it start saying? If you get a not found error, that's fine. Do you want to handle it? I'll just write for it to return the data exactly. Give it a value of 0. And I want to close and say equals. I'll start finding here if we look at the engineer Ahmed Hassan. What will I start? Here it gave us 151784. Now let's use our drop-down list to select another name. Let's choose Mustafa Gamal, 19 something. I'm not sure how much exactly. Let's see. Whom did we choose? Mustafa Gamal. Let's search Mr. Mustafa Gamal. There he is. In 1923. You can select the value for any name from here and see their salary very simply. Okay, that's if we did it with XLOOKUP. All right, if we want to do it with VLOOKUP, pause the video and then come back to see if you did it right or wrong. I'll start doing equals VLOOKUP. Very good, Sama. Then I'll start checking the parameters, asking me what value do you want? What do you want me to search for? I'll tell him Hassan El Sayed, which is present in my A2. Great. And then he'll start asking me about the table array. All right, I'm going to start here. Tell me, everyone, are we supposed to start the VLOOKUP from the ID and include the table up to the end, or start from the name? No, Sama. Start from the name column. Why? If you know, write it for me in the comments. Or if not in the comments, even write it down on your paper. Or say it to yourselves. Why? All right, did we explain it in the video? All right, then what number does it ask for? 123. The one I want is the third column. Then it asks if you want it to be approximate or not. I want it exactly, so I'll start giving it a false value, close it, and hit enter. It returned the exact same number. So whether we choose VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP, of course, for the same thing. So what is required from you? I want you to start using the special paste we made, reverse the column to a row, and start using it for the HLOOKUP, and see if your results are correct or not. This is for name and salary, where we use XLOOKUP with them. And the same idea applies to how we did it with VLOOKUP. Okay, Sama, we now want to do it with index. And match is very simple. Same idea, equals. I'll start with the first thing. What's the index? Got the index. It asked me, what do you want to look for? I told her the salary. She said, okay, please send me its array. I grabbed them like this and gave it the array that has the salary. It said, thank you. And then it asked about the employee you have. So whom do we get upset about then? On a match. Okay, a match or XMATCH, so that we know the result and we know what the difference between them is, right? For the match, that is the old one available on the old one. Here, I tell you what is the lookup that you want. I'll start closing it here. Very good. Then it said here in the lookup, where will I find this value? So I'll go to it. Let's go here. Nice, nice, Sama. And what are we going to give it? I'll start telling it to return the exact value. And of course, I'll put 0 and start closing it. Press enter. Don't forget we have two closings. The first for the match, the second for it. I'll press enter. It will return 14250. So we agreed that we'll use the XLOOKUP with the VLOOKUP, the index, and the match together, and it's the exact same idea. We came here. That's how you adjust it. Let's write X before it from here. XMATCH, you'll find it's exactly the same. There's no difference. We found the difference is that it gives us more flexibility, it's faster, it's the strongest, and the most recent, new. So we took a simple and quick example, learned how to use VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and learned how to identify the match and XMATCH as well. I hope today's video was simple and easy, and I was able to convey the struggle in a simple way because this video is very, very, very important. It's very important to me that you tell me in the comments if you understood or not. It was said that this visa is very, very, very important for you to understand it. And I'm really trying to do my best to convey everything to you. I explained it in a simple and easy way, so God willing, when you start working, it will be clear for you. You might pray for me and say, God bless you, Sama. You were indeed one of the reasons that got us hired and made this subject easy for us. Of course, after God's grace. Okay, we finished today's video. Wasn't there something from last time? Remember. Let's see how we're going to do it today. Last time, we used together. We had taken in the last video the trim function. How? We were dealing with spaces and figured out why it didn't remove all the space. So when we tried it here, for example, with marketing, it didn't remove all the spaces we wanted. Okay, nice. Did it only remove the extra? All right, great, Sama. We followed up from the last video. We asked you about searching to remove all that space. Okay, who did it? Thank you all. Okay, for those who didn't get it, let's remember together. Do you know something called substitute? Okay, let's write it down like this. Is this the first thing that came out for you? What does it do exactly? This? Does it remove any existing space? Okay, how do you remove them for me? Let's, for example, start by telling it or asking what is the text you want. I'll say this text, which is marketing. Then it asks me what to say. What is the thing you are going to remove? So I'll start by opening a space and then replace it with an empty space. This is the old thing I have. And then I'll say, what do you want the new ones to be? I'll tell it. No, I want it without this space. And I'll start closing and pressing enter. I'll run here. It returned marketing without leaving any space. Last time, the difference was approximately in HR, if I remember correctly. This time I did it for you with marketing. And that's the difference between the two. And that's how we learned how to remove any space we have. Thus, we've solved last time's assignment. Don't forget this time's assignment, which we'll reverse. Just the data we have to use together. What is the HLOOKUP or the horizontal lookup? I hope this reaches you in a simple and easy way. And with that, today's video is finished with us. I hope I was able to explain it to you, God willing. Simple and easy, student. If you like the video and haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And we'd love the video to reach as many people as possible. Don't forget to share with anyone who needs to learn in a simple and easy way. And see you in the next video, willing in good health. I'll miss you a lot, and goodbye.